Welcome, electronic video guests, to the outer limits of the trading card hobby, TTM. Through the mail, we seek to have the famous and the infamous sign the trading cards and photographs we send to them through the mail. Today, we have 7 such specimens to examine. 7 trading card autograph request returns to examine. So if you like seeing envelopes being cut open, you've come to the right place. Sit back, relax, and get ready to enjoy the fun. Presented to you from the worldwide YouTube video airfill. We've got a Sunday morning TTM show coming up. Nothing better to do on a Sunday morning than look at some TTM returns. Sunday Fun Day TTM style. We're going to get started in just a minute. Before we do, let me remind everybody you still got time to win you some 2023 USA Baseball Stars and Stripes card. In our last video, we opened this box. We got a couple of good cards you could still win. We had this Dylan Cruz card. Look at this. He's going to be the number 1 pick in the draft coming up. He's having a monster season for LSU. You might win you that card. Look at this patch card. Look at that sweet patch card from Enrique Aquino Kono Mazzaro, the Pele of Brazilian baseball. Can you believe that we're giving away Brazil's Pele of baseball? You could win that card. And look at this. I noticed this card after I did after I putting them all away after the last video. Look at the finger there on John Short's glove. You see that? I wondered as I was putting this away. I didn't notice that I was doing the video. As I was putting it away, I wondered. See that? Is he doing a Billy Martin? What do you guys think? Put it down in the comments if you think he's doing a Billy Martin. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, look at this famous Billy Martin card. 72 Topps card. You see that? See Billy's finger there? He's subtly giving everybody the finger there. Is that what John Short is doing? You see Billy Martin's middle finger there on the bat? Very famous card. I wonder if that's what young Mr. John Short is doing in his card. 15 and under, a young wise guy or what? What do you all think? Anyway, if you want to win one of those cards or any of the other cards we had in this box, you still got time. Go back to the last video. It's got 2023 USA Baseball in the title. Get you down in the comments field by 10 a.m. tomorrow. Name me an active MLB player. That means Major League Baseball player who does not have a Topps, Bowman, or Panini card. There could be, I know of one. There could be more than one. Put the player's name down. If it checks out, you can just name 2 cards you want. We'll send them to you. Name 2 players for the cards that you want. Yep, U.S. mailing address is over. Sorry, we can't send anything more to Ukraine. Enough is enough. All right, so go back to that video. It's got 2023 USA Baseball in the title. Name me a player who does not, an active Major League player who does not have a Bowman, Panini, or Topps card. And you can pick any 2 of those Stars and Stripes cards you want, including young wise guy John Short. This might be one of those infamous cards, one of those notorious cards in the future. You never know. All right, let's get started on our Sunday Fun Day TTM. Man, oh man, nothing better for Sunday morning than looking at TTMs. Our first one is coming to us from Greenville, South Carolina. Greenville, South Carolina. Let's see what we got us from Greenville, South Carolina. Our first TTM on a Sunday morning. We got us a custom art card. Oh, look at that. Beautiful custom art card signed by legendary football coach from Clemson, Danny Ford. 75-year-old Danny Ford. Look at that sweet card. Signed his name real nice right there across the front of his shirt. Before there was a Dabo Swinney, there was Danny Ford. Coached 11 years at Clemson, won 96 games, lost 29, tied 4. He had that amazing 1981 undefeated 12-0 national championship Clemson team, which beat Nebraska in the Orange Bowl. Like old Dabo Swinney, he played his college ball at Alabama, but Ford was quite a bit better of a player, a 3-time All-SEC offensive lineman for Bear Bryant. Ford started his coaching career coaching the offensive line at Alabama before taking over at Clemson in 1978. Besides that national title, he won 5 ACC championships and was the 1981 National Coach of the Year. Danny Ford, thank you, sir. Really appreciate you signing our custom art card. National Championship Coach Danny Ford, thank you, sir. That is a great way to start. Let's get on to TTM number 2. This one's coming to us from the East Coast, Providence, Rhode Island. What do we got coming to us from Providence? We got to cut it open and pull it out and take a look. I can't see through this paper. Let's see what we got. What do we got from Providence, Rhode Island? Oh, this is one of our greatest returns of all time. Look at that. Look at that beautiful 1974-75 Topps rookie card signed by the legend Ernie D. Gregorio, 72 years old. One of the great college basketball players in the 1970s. Sensational ball handler, passer, great outside shooter. He and Marvin Barnes led Providence to the Final Four in 1973. Number 3 overall pick in the 1973 draft by Buffalo. 1973-74 NBA Rookie of the Year. Averaged 15.2 points per game. League-leading 8.2 assists per game. Also led the league in free throw percentage. Unfortunately, a terrible knee injury his second season wrecked his career. He still holds the NBA record for most assists in a game by a rookie. 25. Can you believe that? Ernie D. Gregorio. He's pretty much forgotten now, but man, he was one of the greats of the 1970s. Boy, that is one of my favorite returns. Look at that sweet old Topps card. Ernie D. Unanimous choice as NBA Rookie of the Year. What a great ball player. That knee injury wrecked what would have probably been a Hall of Fame career. He was one of the best. What a point guard. Ernie D., thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. That is one of my best returns ever. Look at that sweet old card. Ernie D. He and Marvin Barnes, that was some Providence team. Probably you guys never saw that team, but that was some kind of college team. All right, let's get going on to TTM number 3 on this Sunday morning. This one's coming to us from a place called Carroll Stream, Illinois. Carroll Stream. All right, let's see what we get out of a Carroll Stream, Illinois. We got another custom art. Oh, we got a note on the back of our custom art card. Look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that, signed by Miss Wendy Roby, Twin Peaks star. She played that crazy character Nadine. Look at that. She signed her name right up there and put her character name over there. Man, that was a great show, wasn't it? Twin Peaks. Well, Wendy's now 69 years old, best known, of course, as Nadine Hurley. one of the most eccentric characters on the very, very bizarre Twin Peaks world. She appeared in both the ABC and Showtime Twin Peaks series, as well as the Fire Walk With Me prequel movie. She wore that patch there over her eye after a hunting accident on her honeymoon. She's best remembered, her character is best remembered for her obsession with creating silent drape runners. She later developed superhuman strength after recovering from a coma, which she put to good use after she broke with what little reality she had remaining. Under the suggestion of her psychiatrist, she was sent back to high school where hoped she regained her memory and all that. She became a champion wrestler in high school, as well as having an insatiable sex drive. One of the most bizarre characters in TV history, and Miss Wendy Roby played her very, very well. One of the most memorable characters. Probably the only other role she's really known for, she played one of the villains in Wes Craven's horror movie, The People Under the Stairs. Wendy Roby, 69 years old. Thank you for signing our custom art card. Let's see a little note on the back. She says, "Thank you for your kind words, Jeff. I'm pretty sure Nadine is thanking you as well." Well, thank you. She put a little heart and put Wendy on there. Thank you, Miss Roby. That is a very nice return to get. You really made Twin Peaks a great show. Your character is one of the goofiest of all time, and I really enjoyed watching you on that great old David Lynch show, Twin Peaks. All right, that is a great return. Let's keep rolling on our Sunday morning. What do we got next? This one's coming to us from two places at one time. From Metroplex, Michigan and Las Vegas, Nevada. Can you believe that? We got a double stamp. This must mean, what is this, like from parallel universes or something? What kind of goofy return is this going to be? Came from two places at one time in the quantum TTM world? What do we got? Oh, well, I've been waiting a long, long time for this one. Look at that, beautiful 1974 Topps card signed by a crazy kind of a eccentric ball player himself, Mr. John Lowenstein. Look at that, beautiful. 76 years old, not a bad old ball player. Look at that sweet old card. Look at that. This is John majored in anthropology at UC Riverside. John Lowenstein, beautiful. Very versatile, mainly an outfielder. He played every position except catcher in his 16-year career. He played 8 years with Cleveland, 7 with Baltimore, 1 with Texas. Lifetime batting average .253. 116 home runs, 128 stolen bases. Best year was 1982 with Baltimore. He had .320 with 24 homers and 66 RBIs. He had a walk-off home run to win Game 1 of the 1979 playoffs for the Orioles over the Angels. And then he won a World Series with the Orioles in 1983. He had a home run in Game 2. John Lowenstein, pretty good old ball player. Thank you, sir, for signing this 1974 Topps card. That looks really good. That is a great return, John Lowenstein. Thank you, sir. All right, we got 3 to go. This next one is coming to us from Cincinnati, oh ho ho. Cincinnati. Excuse me, I mispronounced it. Cincinnati, oh ho ho. What do we got coming to us from Cincinnati? Let's see what we got. From the state of oh ho ho. Oh, another sweet old Topps card. 1968 Topps card signed by old Jerry Arrigo. 81 years old. Look at that sweet old Topps card. Beautiful. Look at that. They don't make them like this anymore. 1968 Topps card Jerry pitched parts of 10 seasons in the big leagues. He started and relieved, mostly with Cincinnati and Minnesota. Career record 35 wins, 40 losses, a 4.14 ERA. He has 3 career shutouts, which leaves him 1 ahead of the legendary Jacob deGrom. I wonder if deGrom will ever catch Jerry Arrigo for career shutouts. I don't know. Jerry's best year was 1968. He went 12-10 with a 3.33 ERA for Cincinnati. Jerry Arrigo, thank you, sir. 81 years old. You beautifully signed this 1968 Topps card. That's another great old return. All right, well, we're really doing good with this stuff. All right, what's our next one coming to us? This is from Wilmington, Delaware. Let's see what we got out of Wilmington, Delaware. Our second to last TTM. Well, we got our note back. I can see that. I got to pull that out. Hopefully our card is in there. Oh, another great return I've been waiting on. Look at that. One of the nicest cards ever produced. The 1971-72 Topps hockey card. Signed so nicely by Mr. Gary Dornhofer, 80 years old. Look at that. That is a beautiful old trading card. You got to admit that. Look at that Gary Dornhofer card. That is beautiful. Look at that old Topps card. Again, they don't make them like this anymore. 71-72 Topps card. Gary Dornhofer, Philadelphia Flyers legend. Key member of those great back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Flyers teams of the mid-'70s. Hard-hitting grinder with a pretty fair scoring touch. Played 14 seasons. Netted 214 goals. His best season was 72-73. He had a 30-goal season. His most famous goal was an end-to-end playoff overtime game winner against Minnesota in 1973. Two-time All-Star, 80 years old, Gary Dornhofer. Thank you, sir. This is one of our best returns also on that beautiful old Topps hockey card. Look at that. That is some kind of card. Thank you, Mr. Dornhofer. Boy, that is a beautiful, beautiful old card. That old Topps card. Gary Dornhofer. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Gary wins most NHL golf tournaments. Very nice. Thank you, sir. Well, let's see if he answered any questions on the note. All right. I asked Gary, I said, did you have any favorite teammates on those great old Flyers teams? I got along with everyone. Good teams get along with each other. Very nice. Any opposing players you really disliked? No. Well, Gary was a very agreeable person. He agreed to sign our trading card, one of the best trading cards ever produced. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. Take one last look at that beautiful 71-72 Topps hockey card. Gary Dornhofer, thank you, sir. We're down to our last return. This one I know who it's coming from. Only question is, it's kind of thick. I hope there's not a price tag in there. I didn't think this guy charges, but that's a really thick. It's coming from Mr. John Olerud. Ole. Of course, his name is pronounced Olerud, but I like to call him Olerud. John Olerud. Let's see. Why is this so thick? Let's see what he put in there. John Olerud. Let's see. That's from Seattle, Washington. Oh, look at that. I sent him to. Oh, he put both cards in a top loader. Oh, talk about a polite guy, Mr. Olerud. Look at that. I sent him 2 cards. Oh, he put them in the little penny things too. I sent him 2 loose cards, and Mr. Politeness Man sleeved them both up and put them in this top loader or whatever you call it. Thank you, John Olerud, 54 years old. He signed these two Topps cards. The 1991 Topps card, that's a beauty. And the 92 Donruss. John Olerud, thank you, sir. Mr. Politeness Man never played in the minor leagues. Went directly from college to the big leagues. Played for the Blue Jays, 17 seasons, mostly with the Blue Jays, Mariners, and Mets. Lifetime batting average, 295. 255 career home runs, two-time All-Star, three-time Gold Glover. Best season, 1993, led the American League. He hit 363, 24 homers, 107 RBIs, 54 doubles, scored 109 runs. Won 2 World Series with Toronto in 1992, 1993. He had a home run in Game 1 of the 1993 World Series. John Olerud, or John Olerud. Look at that. Look at those two sweet old cards. You got the 91 Topps, the 92 Donruss, and he very politely put them in penny sleeves and a top loader before sending them back. He wanted to make sure I got these in safe condition. I really appreciate you going the extra mile, sir. John Olerud, what a class guy. Well, that is it. We burned through 7 TTMs already on our TTM Sunday Fun Day. Before you go, we got to remind you once again, you guys have been letting me down a couple of things. First off, get over to Amazon.com, type in this author's name, that's your narrator, type in that book title into the search field there at Amazon.com. This book will come up. Come on, somebody going to buy that book or what? I can't believe it. Got to be somebody out there who wants to read a good book. And this book is for people who scrape by, live paycheck to paycheck, thrown into this world without a clue, herded from birth into a so-called life that says all about being in school till you're 18 or 22 years old, gets you a good job so you can buy you a nice house and a bunch of other crap you don't really need, but distracts you from enlarging your worldview. You live like a robot, just like they want you to. From time to time, you malfunctioned. You did some things you really shouldn't have done. You weren't proud of, or things happened to you which made you bitter or feel hopeless. One day you woke up, one lucky day you woke up and realized you've been sold a bill of goods. But now what do you do now? How do you begin to live? Well, if you're interested in this type of thing, get over to Amazon and buy the book. But if you're easily offended and you don't like hearing about human existence in its rawest form, or you just want to pretend the world's way is the right way and things will get better, this isn't for you. If you're a crybaby, stay away. But if you're a big boy, a big girl, a big big tranny, you can think for yourself, you just might like this book. All right, one last thing before we hit the stop button and dump yet another video, another TTM video into the worldwide YouTube video airfill. Remember, once we get to 1,200 subscribers, we're giving away this 2021 Panini Chronicles draft picks, first off the line with 4 autograph cards. You'll probably get a Trevor Lawrence or star quarterback of the New York Jets, Zach Wilson. I'm sure he'll beat out Aaron Rodgers. Maybe you get a Mac Jones or a Kyle Trask, Davis Mills, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, whatever. Let's get to 1,200 subscribers real quick. We only need about 1,120 more. We're getting there. Tell your friends, your enemies, your loved ones, your pastors, the clerks at Circle K, Speedway, 7-Eleven, homeless people on the street, Senator Lindsey Graham, anybody. Tell them to subscribe. Get them signed up to YouTube and become a subscriber of this channel. once we get to 1,200, we'll give this thing away. All right, one last thing before I hit the stop button. Remember to enjoy the rest of your life.